Guess what's coming to dinner? Guess what's coming to dinner? Guess what's coming to dinner?
Hello and welcome to Guess What's Coming to Dinner. I'm one of your hosts, Michael Dwayne Paylor. I'm joined by my number 2 co-host, who is reaching for some juice right now and not paying attention to the show.
Hush up. Hello, everyone. I'm Salome Dinoon.
And I am Dara Lashley. And we are joined by the wonderfully talented actor, writer, Joe Henderson.
Welcome to the show, Joe.
Yes.
Show.
Can't really hear you myself. I don't know what's going on.
You can't hear
Who,
me?
Joe? You can't hear Joe?
Oh, good.
I can't hear Joe.
yeah.
Speak it to the mic, Joe.
It's okay.
Testing.
All right,
That's
number
better.
3.
1, 2.
Lovely.
Be nice to me. Your arms are longer.
Here, look. See what you can do here?
Fuck you. This is how we gonna start in front of our
I'm gonna
guests.
curse now. As much as I can.
Can we play nice in front of Joe, please? Sorry, Joe.
Joe, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming, actually. We appreciate you.
Of course.
Joe's in one of my classes.
Okay.
Well, not one of my classes.
Right, your
It's a
class.
that I'm in.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I must say, I admire Joe. I have since, I think I might have seen you work. The first time I seen you work was with Queen. You were doing, I think, Reasons to Be Pretty when she was screaming at you. And I was like, man, I was in a different class, probably the night at the time. And I was like, man, who are these people? Like, there's so much energy. And you know what Tony would say about energy. But they had so much energy, and I was like, man, I got to step my game up. Like, I got to get to this level. And then I saw you in Walkman.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that,
Yeah,
that short.
man.
Good.
Oh,
Visually, acting-wise, I was like, man.
Yeah.
yeah, it was great.
Oh, thank you.
that was
I
Glad you guys
love that.
enjoyed it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I voted for that.
Yeah.
For everything.
That was on
Yeah, I did
my
vote for that,
list.
too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
voted for that for everything.
Thank you, guys.
And it
Such
won,
a good
right?
Production.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. Yeah.
As it should have.
Do you
It
still
should
keep
have.
in touch with what's her name?
Yeah, we actually, I was just working on a film with her literally last night.
Oh,
And
nice.
we shot
Yeah.
over the past couple days. She has another film on the way. Hopefully that'll be in the festival as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I worked on that with Michael Mina and Eva Lynn.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
yeah,
I'm
And you
excited.
didn't call
Great
your
people,
boy?
great
Yeah.
people to work with. Yeah, Michael Mina is another great filmmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his stuff,
he
too.
is.
Yeah,
He is. You guys gotta have him
super
on.
creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Joe, the flow. We tell you the random fact of the episode, right? And then we talk about the food and the history of the food we're going to eat. And then we dig in. I'm hungry.
Yes. I
Yeah.
am.
So, okay.
Okay.
So, the random fact of the episode today is Psycho was the first movie to show a toilet flushing. Wait, did I cut you guys off before I just my mind just did that, right?
We're on episode 11 at this point. Like,
I know.
people are going to get cut off. I'm going to interrupt Dara
All the time.
all the time.
Yeah. We're
And
just going to get used to it.
Salome is going to
Yeah.
cut us off. So don't.
Joe, did you know that Psycho was the first movie to show a toilet flushing?
No, I didn't.
Have you seen Psycho?
I have not.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones, many ones on my list of like classics that I have to.
It's hard to keep up with
watch.
everything you need to watch.
I know. It's a lot.
It's funny you say that too, because I thought about that, and no actors from the past had as many movies as to watch as we
Good
gotta
point.
watch.
Right.
Time is on, only more and more coming out.
That is a good
Yeah.
point.
and I've
It's
seen
true.
a decent amount of like classics, and I really do love, especially movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and they're actually like my favorite types. But there's still so many out there that I just haven't gotten around to.
Why are they your favorite types?
It's because it's just like it seems like there was a different process in filmmaking at that time. It
Yeah.
seems like, I know Al Pacino talks about it a lot in his interviews that he does, but he says that everything nowadays is just rushed. So everything is rushed, everything's a remake.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, it seems like there was a lot more just pride in the craft back then. It's like they obviously
Yeah.
took a lot longer to make their movies. Like, their movies weren't getting made in like a month or however short these productions can go on, but it seems like they just took their time more with it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Well, maybe they were more intentional, or like we are creating something of value right now. But now we live in this generation where everything moves so fast. It's like you have to do this, get it done, and move on to the next thing. It's almost like you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
But is
take a
that
breath.
fair though? Is that fair to the craft though?
Since when has anything in life been fair?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hungry, friend? You ready?
I am, but I also
Oh,
just
wait,
want to
wait.
hear Joe more. Can you move the mic closer to your mouth?
Sorry.
No. I just want you
Extend
you're
it,
saying
like
some wonderful
bend it
things.
towards you, like there.
Like this?
and
Lower
we
it,
just
yeah.
want to make
Okay, I
sure
didn't
we
want to be
hear
like too.
you.
I didn't want to be like too loud.
No,
Okay,
no,
all right,
it's
cool.
great.
I can turn you down. It's hard to turn you up.
All right, I got you.
All right, so the food we're gonna eat today is like Trini street food. So these food,
This is street food. Yo, this is not the first time we've had struggle slash.
You know what, Michael?
Street
I'm gonna need
food
you to
on
stop
here.
because all of our food has been good. All right,
Not
even
all
if it's
of it.
struggle, but
when have we had street food?
I don't know, but we've had struggle food.
I guess you're referring to
Yo,
pilau, and
yo,
pilau
ramen
wasn't
noodles on
even.
No.
Pilau wasn't. Didn't even feel. Pilau didn't even taste like a struggle meal. How dare you?
I didn't say it did. I'm just saying somebody said it was.
You're a bastard.
What?
Salome, you continue, please.
All right, Joe, and this is for Joe.
So wait,
anyway.
when you went to New Jersey,
Oh my
were
God.
you going to a street truck?
No, it was an actual restaurant. But this, when you get this in Trinidad and Tobago, it's
It's on the street.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh,
I thought this was coming from
Joe,
a 4-star
Are you too
restaurant,
good
Joe.
for street
Joe,
food?
Joe, listen.
What's up?
I'm excited that you're here. I hope that you like the food. I wanted you to try it. Me and Dara
Yes.
wanted you to have a new experience. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Let me tell you about this food before I reach over. Okay, all right. Doubles. So we're gonna have doubles, right? And doubles is normally eaten like during breakfast, or sometimes it's like eaten occasionally during lunch or like a late night snack, or when you're having a hangover and we're drinking, Joe. So it works, right?
Perfect.
Good, awesome. So it's called doubles because it's like 2 barras, right? And inside, traditionally, it's chickpeas. But because I know people like Michael would talk shit, I got like shrimp, goat, and chicken variety. Are you happy?
Goat.
And then you get to try the regular, which is curry chickpeas,
Do you
right?
see seafood?
I love seafood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. So then these ball things, it's called pylori. And I wish I could explain it more, but you just dip it into this sauce here. Right?
What's this
And
called?
this is tamarind sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have
You just gonna.
I thought we were starting.
That boy's starving.
Oh my.
then we're gonna have curry mango, right? Have you ever had like a mango, like a traditional mango? You
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
right? So this is mango that they like curry, and we can have some of that. You
So
can eat
good.
it by itself, or you can put it in a doubles, sweet and savory, whatever you like. So we can dig in. This is the R is for regular, the G is for goat, and so forth, so forth.
S for shrimp.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want shrimp first?
I want all of them. So.
And then I guess Joe, like while we I'm gonna
Joe, you the
get-
guest. What would you like to try first?
I would like to try the chicken first.
Hey.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I mean, you could.
Just give him one. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not chicken. Is
This ain't
that
chicken?
chicken? Does it say?
chicken?
What does it say?
See.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad.
Right.
Can you pass me one, please?
A chicken wing?
Yes.
Oh my God, you ain't got the snatch.
Joe, what inspired you to be an actor?
Oh man,
This
what
is
inspired
regular.
me? Thank you.
This is like some type of dough wrapped like regular. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you just pick it up. No, it's like a fix. So you just pick it up.
Oh, it's like a sandwich.
Okay, cool.
Do I dip it?
We have listeners from Trinidad and Tobago. They're not gonna appreciate you calling at doubles at sandwich.
Come for him, please.
Okay, if you come for me.
Oh, Joe.
This is about you. Yes. Okay.
I'm
We don't-
I'm loving my experience here so far, guys.
I'm glad.
Don't worry about me.
What inspired you to be an actor, Joe? I gotta go get you a spoon, but you
It's
know.
a tough one. It'd probably be growing up. I used to watch movies a lot. With my family, that was kind of one thing we would always do. Like especially on the weekends, we would just sit down and watch movies, and there's probably a lot of like just seeing that. And then I was always pretty creative as a kid, but I think it was really watching Denzel. Honestly, to be honest, just watching him in his movies, and that was kind of the thing of like, okay, it's like, all right, I see me on the screen, basically watching him, and it's like that's why I'm like, okay, I want to.
What's your favorite Denzel
That's
movie?
amazing.
Oh my gosh,
Can I get a napkin?
I don't got
favorite
one.
Denzel movie? That
There you go, princess.
is tough.
You see, I'm eating too.
Can we hear Joe, please?
Tara keeps interrupting me.
Joe,
It's probably the favorite. All right, favorite Denzel movie is probably between The Book of Eli. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, or
That's a good one.
or
Yes.
Malcolm X.
Ooh,
Or
Malcolm
Malcolm
X.
yeah.
He
He's
deserved
just-
an Oscar for that.
Yeah, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So he, yeah, but I think it was watching him in Book of Eli that made me go like, okay, that's like, this is what I want to do.
I gotta go back and watch that. I mean, I saw
It's
it.
good. It's really good.
I saw it on bootleg, to be honest. And I thought, okay, sure. No, you didn't. Was he blind the entire movie?
Are you just gonna spoil it like that?
They had
Like
years.
15
They had
years
years. Yeah, they had years. It's gonna be all right. If you haven't seen it by now,
Yeah, I guess too bad.
yeah.
But yeah, I believe he was. Yeah.
It was all right.
Joe, what was your first acting experience?
Play I did in the 6th grade because it was around the time like I had seen the movie and like I knew I kind of wanted to do this, and I think I was like probably in the 5th grade going into the 6th grade. I'm like, okay, when this comes around, I'm gonna try out for a play, and I it was called, I believe it was called The Canterbury Tales, and I had a decent little tiny part. Character's name was Palamon, and I can't remember exactly what the play was about, and I was kind of sad now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean, it was a long time ago, 6th grade.
Yeah, it was, but yeah, and then I pretty much caught, I guess, the bug that everyone talks about, and
You caught the bug off of that one?
I mean, I had no idea what I was doing, but like just being out there and like kind of like that, feeling that energy of being out on the stage, like it was kind of that thing of like, okay, I gotta do this again. So yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that.
So
What brought you to Playhouse West? Sorry, finish chewing. Finish chewing. My bad.
Well, I actually had a friend who I went to high school with, who was actually already taking classes at Playhouse West, because I went to school for performing arts, like
Oh,
a drama,
sweet.
yeah, like a drama school.
Where at? In Philly?
No, it was in Jersey. It's called GCIT.
What part are you from Jersey?
Yeah,
What? What part?
Blackwood. I'm sure we talked about this before.
Oh my God. Blackwood. All right.
Yeah,
we probably did. I'm sorry.
like
What's
10 minutes
this
from the
place you
bridge.
guys are talking about, New Jersey? Explain to the listeners at home.
Don't act like
You
you,
know
weren't
what?
living here. Don't
Right.
act like you weren't over the bridge.
Exactly. Stop.
What is this?
it's curry mango.
Well, I'm supposed to do it.
Eat it.
Am I supposed
I'm
to
sorry, Joe. Continue.
What was the question?
smells
again?
spicy.
It was,
Oh, what brought you to Playhouse West?
yeah, so a friend of mine who went to, it was called GCIT, Gloucester County Institute of Technology, and there was like different vocations, you know, like people went for business, cosmetology, I went for drama, and he was actually my next door neighbor. His name is Christian Salter. I made my first short film with him, and yeah, he was already going to Playhouse, and he was like 16 at the time when he started. He was about a sophomore. And he told me about the class by the time I was graduating. And he said, you need to just try it because I was leaving high school and I needed something to keep kind of the craft going. And he told me about Playhouse, and I came and I kind of knew like this was really the place for me to be, you know?
Have you taken any other classes outside of Playhouse?
Yeah.
Regarding to
Yeah, I have. I mean, I obviously spent my time in high school doing plays in there, but I also took some classes at the Walnut Street Theater. Yeah, that was probably like around 13 at the time. It was like when I was really new to acting.
Which one do you like better? Okay, you don't have to answer. We already
Well,
know.
yeah, the Walnut Street Theater, that was kind of like a course. It was only like for like a couple weeks and everything.
Oh, okay.
It was like some pre-teen like creative expression thing. So yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, it was fun. I did learn a little bit there, but I don't remember it as well. So yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it, Joe. It's all for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to like eat it, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm glad you
keep
you like
asking
it.
a man questions. Can he take a bite?
All right, fine.
No, it is really good. I've taken a couple bites.
Okay, I'm glad that you like it, Joe.
It's all right.
I guess
keeps falling
I'm
apart.
just gonna bypass that.
You know what
I'm
I could
glad that
do?
you figured out
What is
to
this?
put the curry. It's a bara.
A bara. It's kind of like pita bread or some type of pita bread.
Dara, please, please. Jesus is Lord.
I can't.
I'm gonna let my friends address you.
What is it, Dara? Since you know
It's
everything,
not.
it feels unnecessary carb wise. Like if I just took one, right,
My God.
and just rolled it like this, boom, taco thing.
Then it wouldn't be a doubles. It wouldn't be a double.
Double the calories.
Oh my God.
Joe,
Be grateful.
right?
Thank you, Joe. Can we get into what this is? What is this?
So this. Okay, sorry. It's too spicy. Yeah, because you're talking shit.
Yup, that's what your
That's what
ass
you get.
gets.
See how they treat me on this show. I think I need another co-host.
So okay, so they say I'm just gonna let shit that he says slide by. So they said so it's kind of like a unspoken kind of like traditional rule. Like I can't say anything other than that. But when you have a doubles or you eat like a roti, you drink a red solo. So this is solo.
Solo.
Pop mine. It's soda, right? Is it soda?
High in quality.
I want to be traditional.
Joe.
Champagne.
So when I visit the island, I know what's what.
Now, is this like the Coca-Cola of beverages?
Ooh. Sweet.
Is it good?
It's good. It's sweet.
Is it fizzy?
A little.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as fizzy as the solo
I
that we
finished it.
had.
It's
Good.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I think last night.
Joe, I'm happy that you're enjoying everything. I'm so happy because I'm glad that your attitude isn't like some people that we know. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually a picky eater too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Really?
Yeah, so I kind of have to force myself to try like things, and oh yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's
I
kinda-
didn't say
it's
I
kinda
didn't
hard to go
enjoy
wrong
it
with chicken,
either.
so.
It's good.
Yeah.
Man, you.
Yeah. I'm excited to try the goat. So, what was your favorite project that you've worked on so far?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I mean, I might have to say Walkman. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like my career is like really short. So hopefully like there's more things that come up. But yeah, I'd probably say that.
Why?
Well, just because I mean, I tell the director all the time, Alyssa Capitini, that's her name.
Hi, Melissa.
Alyssa.
Alyssa. My bad. Alyssa, hello.
Yeah, but yeah, she has a way of just letting kind of actors just play and do whatever they want. Not whatever they want. But it's kind of like as long as they're getting the message across.
Yeah.
She's very collaborative in that way. Like she'll let you kind of do your thing, and that's one thing I really appreciate in a director, like especially when you're not being like micromanaged.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd probably say that film because we went to some cool locations, and it was definitely an experience to remember.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure. I don't have that much experience yet, but I feel like a little direction is good. Too much freedom can.
He didn't say she didn't direct at all.
Yeah, she and especially like if we were kind of going off on like a way that wasn't really like what you wanted, she would guide you back on the right path, and like that was kind of a thing. Like if you were kind of going outside of like kind of coloring outside of the line, she would kind of tell you to just come over here, but you're still like able to do your thing. So yeah, that was nice. That's
awesome.
probably my favorite.
Yeah. So which one do you prefer? Do you prefer live theater or film?
Oh, I was just talking to Michael about this yesterday.
This Michael?
No,
Oh, Mike.
Nina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like,
Oh man. So I will say this: it was watching movies that kind of made me say like I want to be an actor. This is what I want to do, and I really fell in love with movies. And I started in the theater, but I will say that I think being able to have a play open up and then you're just doing it without any stopping to set up the lights here and there. It's like that kind of is what makes it kind of feel real, and like then you're really playing make believe, and then it's like there's it's really the starting and stopping in film that kind of takes the fun out of it for me. But it is nice to kind of see it like when it's all finished, and it's like like that was really cool.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like the actual act of like acting itself, like being in a moment with somebody, I would probably have to say theater. Yeah.
I love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you just finished, or is it still going? You're in a play, or did you just complete it?
Yeah. Sweat by
Sweat.
Lynn Nottage. It just closed.
Now, what was that about?
It was about.
I love Sweat.
Yeah, it was about a lot
Sweat
of
is
different
good.
things.
It's healthy, actually. It's your body releasing and cooling itself down.
Yeah, but Sweat is about essentially like racial discrimination in the workplace. It really has a lot of different themes, but it's essentially about this group of friends who all work at this steel mill called Oldstead's, and they just closed down. And it's set in 2008. It goes in between 2000 and 2008.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so essentially the factory closes down, like it fires all the workers, and they go on strike, and there's a lot of tension in between the friend group that builds, and that's where the racial discrimination part kind of comes in. But yeah, it's a kind of a lot for me to explain, kind of just in one sentence, because there's so many like facets of it. But yeah, it really is like a moving play.
It is. It's a really good play. And Lynn Nottage is a black female playwright, by the way.
She's good.
Yeah, she's
really
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's actually the first woman to win 2 Pulitzer Prizes for a drama.
Wow.
For a play.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah.
She's
and,
really
and
good.
that was honestly the biggest draw to it, because the material was just like so good. And I'm like, this
Yeah.
is something like I gotta audition for it at least. And
Yeah.
Did you say
Getting
what
it.
part you played? I'm sorry. I don't think
I played Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was Chris's like character? Like, who is Chris?
So Chris, he works at Oldstead's, and he has dreams of going on and becoming a teacher. And he's grown up. It's set in Reading, Pennsylvania, and he's lived there his whole life. He's basically the same age as me. I'm pretty sure he's 21 in the play.
yeah.
I'm 22, and his whole thing was he didn't want to, because his mother and father, they grew up working in the factory, and it's kind of like the thing like everybody around does. Like it's either like you go on to college, or it's like you stay here. Yeah, you stay here and work at like a steel mill.
Yep.
And I really didn't want that for myself. I saw my mom and dad do that. I saw my dad lose his job and go on strike for multiple years, and that was essentially my spine, I guess you could say, to kind of go on and to do something greater with yourself. And that's why I really connected to it, because I come from a town where not everybody wants to really be an actor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's looked down upon or anything, but people typically go into more practical jobs. And so we both kind of have like a similar spine of wanting to go on and go against the grain and do something that you always dreamed of. So
Yeah.
Awesome. Man, I didn't see it.
Why
it's
you
okay.
didn't invite us, Joe?
Okay. Well, tickets are online, but it's okay. It's okay. There's no bitterness here.
Did you guys know he was in a play?
I didn't know,
You didn't
actually.
announce that you were in a play.
Did you put it on the...
Yeah, it was actually kind of one of those things. Like I got it, and I just didn't tell anybody.
Why not?
I'm just weird like that. I don't know. I didn't. I mean, yeah. If I had a rehearsal or something, I would tell someone like, "Oh, I gotta go do this thing." So it kind of was like
That's how I
if
heard.
someone found out about it, they found out. I was like,
Right.
Oh, I have rehearsal for this play I'm in.
Oh, my
Very
goodness.
yeah, it's just I don't know.
Time.
I can be. Sometimes
like,
I'm
oh,
like, yeah,
I guess you don't
I
want
really
me
don't
to
like to
know.
be the type of person to come off like I'm bragging. So like, I mean,
You're not
I
bragging. You're
struggle with that,
promoting
too.
yourself.
You know
Yeah.
what? No, I understand this man.
I mean, I
He
get it,
is
too. I didn't tell
modest.
anybody I was in the play I was in. So
Yeah,
I
you
get
didn't
it.
tell me either.
But...
I'm
People are
sorry?
terrible.
And I get it. But you have actor friends now who would love to come
Yeah,
support.
come
And
So
I guess
Yeah.
part of me was ashamed too. I'm like, dang, am I even really that good in this thing? And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't tell anybody to come and see it. But I'm like,
I'm sure you were great.
well, thank you. But yeah, it was definitely a fun experience. And I mean, the friends who did end up hearing about it and came out to see it, they enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
Wow, why do I feel left out right now?
Right? FOMO.
yeah, maybe all right,
that
now I
right?
know. Next time,
Okay.
I'll send out word.
There'll be many more, I'm sure.
Just a mass text.
Yeah, like
Mass
put it on
text.
the
Or just
thing.
put it on the group.
Yeah.
I did end up posting. I mean, I might have
really?
made
I missed
one
it.
post
No, you
about
didn't.
it. I definitely didn't. I definitely didn't put up like a billboard or anything that I was doing it, but I probably made like one Facebook post that might have slipped through the
Like
cracks.
Facebook. Yeah, it surely did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you prepare for Chris? I know you said like you guys are like similar in your life and stuff, but how did you prepare for him?
Well, like you said, we were very similar in terms of like what we both wanted out of life. I will say one challenge was another part of the play. I don't want to tell too much about the play in case anyone
Okay.
goes out to see it, but
Right, okay.
Chris, he ends up going. He gets into a bar fight and he ends up going to jail
Mm-hmm.
for 8 years. So I did have to cross in between 2000 and 2008. So basically before and after
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I went to jail. So that was that was tough because I kind of had to do some research as to like, okay, like what kind of prison did I go to? Like how did that affect me? What kind of experience did I have in this prison? And I guess you could say it was probably better than most people because like me as Chris, I ended up finding God when I went.
Okay.
And that was cool to
Yeah.
dig into because I mean I do consider myself a Christian and I was thinking I'm like how does this person, how do they go from being someone who might not have as much faith to someone who ends up giving their life to God because he must have went through something
Right,
while
yeah.
while he was inside or maybe like some kind of catharsis or something.
What'd you decide that Chris went through?
I decided that he just had so much shame from. I don't want to spoil the end of the play, but there's a big event that happens in the play, like at the end that everyone sees, and I had so much shame from that, and I essentially went into a depression. Like once I got inside, like I had all these dreams of going on and doing all these other things with my life, and then this event that's completely out of my control occurs.
What's the event? Did the plant shut down? Was it the recession?
He doesn't
I mean,
want
I
to
can
spoil
say
the
I can say
play.
it, but the play is gonna get
took-
spoiled because like that's kind of like
Joe.
the whole thing. Like in the beginning of the play, like you see that like I went to because the play
I mean,
hops
it's a
between
steel mill, right? Like a plant.
yeah.
They usually shut down eventually. I mean, that's
Well, yeah, but it's not. The ending doesn't exactly
Instead of
correlate.
being here, sorry, Joe. Instead of being here, just go see the play.
the
Asking him
play's not
questions.
running no more.
It's not.
It's not running right now. Or read the script. There's a
Yeah,
script, right?
you can read the play.
Right.
It's okay.
I mean, play. Read the play.
Well, I don't even remember what the question was now.
It was basically what you decide that Chris had to go through while he was in jail that made him
Yeah.
find the Lord.
I basically took this perspective, like if it were me, like with my dream of being like a working actor and doing all these things, and I went to prison for something that was out of my control, which I'm not going to say.
I'm not gonna say why he went to jail either.
Read the play.
I'm not reading.
You're an actor and you're not gonna read.
I have stuff to do, yo.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
All
essentially
right.
I'm like, okay, so if this would have happened to me, and my whole life would essentially be turned around by like this one event, I think I would be very angry at the world and like angry at myself.
I know what it is.
And,
I know why he got arrested.
Why?
He was peeing in public and he got caught. You know.
You're gonna stop interrupting this man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I think I would definitely have a lot of anger in the world, and I probably would let that out probably onto others, and I just imagine Chris. He probably went inside and then came across some old head who probably just told him like you can't be so resentful like in the world and everything, and it's like this prison, like people end up going there, and then they end up in gangs because like that's just a survival
Protection,
thing.
right?
Yeah, and it's like to make sure that like no one else touches you, you might end up in a gang or something. It's like a lot, and there are people who go to prison, they're just trying to get by and just like just serve their time, make amends, and get out. And I feel like that's kind of what Chris's thing was. Like he has these dreams for himself, and even if he might not be able to become a teacher by the time he gets out of prison, but he's going to be able to do something like with his life. So yeah.
Yeah. So you were in Workman, and then you did the play Sweat, and then you do like a couple scene work, And did I miss anything that you've done so far?
The one with Queen, right?
The
short film with Queen.
Right.
Yeah,
College.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, not
That's
just
another
that.
fun
He
one.
just did another short film more recently in
With
post production right now.
Oh.
Oh.
Not the one that he
With
just
you.
shot. This guy is
With you.
very
Oh,
busy.
you working. I love it.
You gotta be doing something,
Yeah.
like at
Yeah.
all times. So.
Nice.
We're glad to
I like
just
the
be able to
work
get
ethic.
him to come
I
for the
know.
show.
All
Our little
right,
tiny
thank
little
you.
show.
Thank
It's my pleasure.
Gonna leave and go shoot another movie.
you. Yeah. I love it.
It's my pleasure.
Of all the characters that you've played so far, which one has been your favorite?
Oh man. So I guess you're already talking about like just in like the films and I guess plays.
Films and
everything-
plays.
Yeah, everyone that you've had the pleasure to be. Who's your favorite?
Man, that's a tough one. Dang, I don't know. I did have a lot of fun playing Chris, and also just because, like I said, like I felt like it was really just me essentially, and like there wasn't really that much work I had to do with it. But yeah, man, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to give like a bad answer,
No,
but
I
yeah,
guess
I really.
no. There's no right
I
or
have
wrong
No answer is the only bad
Yeah.
answer, Joe.
Yeah, but I think that like I guess I can understand where you're coming from because each character has something different. So how do you choose?
Stop trying to bail him out.
You know what?
She'll do that. She try to save everybody except for me.
I'm sure there's some
Because-
scenes I've done in class. It's probably from a scene I've done in class, maybe. But I'm still trying to even think. Like I can't. I had a lot of fun in our scene that we did from Homefront,
Homefront?
playing
Yeah.
Jeremy. Yeah, that was definitely fun.
Are you just saying that because you're here?
No, I'm not. Because
Don't try to make him feel good.
No, it's not about me. It was about
because
what he got out of this.
I do like a challenge, and it was especially that that father son dynamic.
I mean, you guys think I'm old enough to play this middle 20-year-old person?
I do actually, because I met your father. I was sitting next to him, by accident. I didn't know who he was until at the end of one of the scene days. You were in the last scene. I think, I can't remember with who, maybe Haley. And he was like, "That's my son."
Oh,
I know. And he was hilarious, by the way. Your dad is funny. I was sitting next to him. He was cracking me up.
Yes.
Yeah, and he looked very young. Like, I couldn't believe he was your dad, actually. I was like, well, damn, okay. So, yeah, you could be.
That's not what I was going for, Jared.
I was gonna compliment you. I was gonna say, oh, you look like you could be his older brother, but now I want to see your dad, Joe. I want to see. Yeah, I want to see.
I'll show you.
Yeah, he was full of stories.
Super tall.
Yeah.
When we were at Joe's house shooting.
Yeah. Was he what,
He's the type of person
stories
who
did he
kind of
tell?
regulates,
Yeah.
even when he's not trying to.
Well, he's a dad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It happens.
Smooth.
What stories was he?
Well, he didn't give me any stories, but I could hear him talking to I forget the guy who does sound.
A Tev.
Tev.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he gave him some life advice. I think he gave Leon some life advice. And he was kind of being quiet, but it was long conversations. And I was like,
Oh.
that man better not come over here and talk to me.
He can get really. Yeah, he has a sensitive side. He's a big dude,
Yeah.
but he definitely has a side where he'll
That's
he loves to tell.
And to guide, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you try the Pilari, Joe? You wanna put it in the sauce.
Yeah, I just tried one. I really like it.
Yeah, see
What's
He
Pilari?
had one. Can I have another one?
The ball things?
the ball.
Yeah, the ball.
Yeah, they're good,
I
but
didn't even try it with the sauce. And
Yeah,
fills me up
dip
too
it in the
much.
sauce.
Now,
haven't
these
tried it with the
donut
sauce
things are really good.
Yeah, I'll
They're
try
not
them.
donuts, they're beignets.
you can pass the sauce. I don't. Yeah,
And I hear that French food isn't that good.
yeah.
Oh,
But these
yeah?
are really good.
Really?
Lord,
And people
have mercy.
who go to Paris, they always come back disappointed. Like, the food's not that great.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Same for London.
I have this. I'm really curious. Do you have a playlist for each character? Because I have a playlist for each character.
What do you mean by playlist?
Like
Music.
I have music for each character that
Like
I've ever
what
played.
the character listens to?
Yeah.
What?
So
I do that too.
You do?
Yeah.
when I did what was that? I forgot, but I was in I forgot the name of the play that I was in with AJ, where I threw water in his face and smacked him. She had a playlist and it was badass, you better don't,
So
that kind
the
of.
character listens to different music than you do?
Sometimes it depends, but it's each song would help me understand whatever the character is going through.
How do you find a song that a character of yours would
Yeah.
be interested in versus you?
So I kind of start out okay, for instance, I keep bringing up Rose, but Rose had to be broken. Her husband cheated on her and had a baby with somebody else.
It
So
happens.
yeah,
Sorry, keep going.
and so I had to pick a song that. Sometimes I even search them. I'll Google search what song
Like
fits.
Break Up
this.
Baby.
Yeah, break up. Yeah. And then-
Ludacris had a break baby. A few guys have them. My question is, Rose, it's a time period that play was
Right.
in.
Yeah.
So does the music she would listen to come from that time period? So she's
be
listening to music from current?
every current back in the day, anything that I feel like she can relate to.
Wow.
And she has a playlist. So do you
get
do
you.
that, Joe?
Me, actually, I don't really do it as much, but I did try it with Sweat because our dramaturg gave us a playlist of basically the music at the time because it was set in 2000, and and there was definitely some songs on there. I'm like, okay, I could see if I was I mean, I was born in 2000, so like if I was living at this time, I'm like, because I was listening to like Big Pimpin', like I don't even really listen to Jay-Z, but I'm like, okay, I'm like, I could definitely see Chris listen to this, like, because this is probably like, because I really enjoy rap, so that yeah, so like it was so every now and then there might be a song or two here, but I don't typically go and make a playlist. I'm big into writing.
Oh, okay.
So
You?
yeah, I'll typically write like an autobiography.
Oh.
I'll kind of like come up with those things like, okay, like who are my friends, like what kind of social class was I in, what kind of parents like did I have, and then I'll basically, once I gather all that information, I'm like, okay, then I pretty much start from birth up until whenever, like until like present day.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Nice.
yeah, that kind of helps
Awesome.
me.
How do you handle criticism? Because we get that shit a lot.
Who gets criticism?
We don't get criticism.
We all do.
Oh, you're great at your craft, so no one criticizes you.
If they do, I
Good
mean,
for you,
I
Michael.
don't notice it because I have such strong.
I guess it depends on who it's coming from.
Okay.
I guess in the circumstances, like, I guess if you're talking about like class,
Yeah.
if that, I don't know if that's what you mean.
Or anywhere. Like if somebody says like, oh, well, you could have done this better, or I didn't like this. Anywhere, social media or in class, whatever. How do you handle
set?
that? Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it really depends on who it's coming from. I mean, like if it's on social media and some random person says something, I probably won't even respond to it and I'll just ignore it. But I guess for example, like if we're in class and it's like somewhere I'm coming like to get critiqued, I mean, I kind of just I take everything to the chin, like whether I agree with it or not, and I kind of just decide how I feel about it, like afterwards.
Yeah.
So I really don't. I don't take it personally, especially on set. If it's a director giving direction, it's like, okay, I was just trying something that wasn't exactly what they wanted, and, so
Right.
you're there for them,
For their
Right.
vision.
Yeah, you're
right.
there to.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking. I'm like, okay, was that good? I'm like, is that what you wanted? I'm
Right.
like, so especially on set, like I want them to kind of give me some kind of critique.
Yeah,
So
for
it
sure.
only makes you better.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think so.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
agree.
Not that I get any credit.
And it's helpful too while you're on set because then you can adjust.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, and
it's
that's honestly the
helpful.
worst. And it's worse to not get anything.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
my God,
like
yeah.
it's
No notes.
Yeah, to
That
do
would be
something
terrible.
and they're just quiet. It's like, okay,
Right.
what was
And then
that?
you're like, well, was that.
That's what I mentioned
Did I give you
earlier.
what
Like
you
no
needed?
direction is sometimes a bad thing. Like
Is it a bad thing?
I
Because
feel like
remember,
it because then you got a product that you look back on and it's like I would have did something different if somebody would have mentioned it in the moment. Like now it's
I feel like if you were horrible, then you get a response. But if you were, then it doesn't warrant a response. So.
Or maybe not horrible, but just it wasn't what they wanted. It wasn't what they were looking for, right?
No, I mean like in
the direction.
class. Sorry.
Oh, in
I mean
class.
like in
Oh, oh,
class.
oh.
Yeah, in class. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in class, like if you do something and you don't get critiqued, I'd probably say this means you probably just did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with Tony, like he'll
Yeah.
tell you, but
Would he?
on a
maybe.
But on a set, I mean, yeah, I mean, I know, I guess for me, like from a director's perspective, if someone's like really, if I could tell like an actor really understands something, I'll kind of just let them be and not really kind of get in the way. And
Okay.
I might give them a thought like here and there, but
How many projects have you directed?
I would say probably 3 that I could think of off the top of my head right now. Yeah, like all short films.
Do you enjoy directing more or less or about the same or
I will say, like, it is nice to kind of have that, to have the control. Like, you get to have, like, your vision. Like, it's all... In anything I direct, I'll usually write it myself.
Okay.
So, it's nice to kind of have, like, just the whole playground, to be able
Yeah.
to, like, tell the actors that not like some kind of control freak or anything, but it's like...
no, but as a director, you want them to that's
yeah,
what
'cause
we're
sometimes
there
when you're
for.
on set, like you might get a direction. It's like, oh, I think I would do this differently, but it's like this is their thing. So it's like
Right.
you're not here to kind of hijack
your thing.
Yeah, hijack
Right.
the project. So
You're
it
here to
is
make their
nice.
vision come alive.
Yeah, so it is nice to kind of have like that thing. Like you can actually express yourself the way you want to. But
Have you directed yourself? Like have you been in something that you've
yeah, well, college Queen. I mean, that was one example.
Nice.
And after doing that, I mean, I think I prefer to have someone on the outside, kind of just guiding me.
Okay, right.
And say that I'm capable of doing it on my own, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I can imagine. Oh, goodness, you gotta have so many hats on. At the
Have
same
you directed
time.
anything that you didn't write?
No. Oh, no. Yeah, it's
Do you want to though? Like, do you?
not really. And that's the thing, because it's such a big undertaking, and it's like usually I'll have an idea for something and I'll write it. And it's like, okay, well, I don't want to give this to anybody else to direct. It's like I want to direct it, and I don't know. It would have to be something that I'd really find personal, and it's like I never usually have people approaching me to direct stuff anyway. So
Okay.
yeah.
At least not yet.
Yeah. Right. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
I think it might be an interesting, valuable skill to have.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. I mean, I will say from the stuff I have directed, it lets you see the whole like production like in perspective. Like what everybody's doing, especially when you just act, and not to say that acting's like a small job. It's hard, it's difficult, and it's important, but going from directing and having to manage every little thing, and then make sure that the actors are good, make sure like the light's good, like to do all that. Then when it's like you just have the job of being an actor on set, it's like a weight is just lifted off your shoulders, and it's like, okay, they can go worry about this light and everything. I can
Right.
just think about my character and relax, and I think it really helps you put things into perspective. So
Did you teach yourself how to direct, or did you read a book, or did you take a class, or how do you approach that process?
I guess the first thing I've ever directed was a short film I wrote, and I just shot it with some friends. And at that time, no, I didn't really like read anything or do any homework on like what it is to direct. So I've always been an actor, and it's like I kind of always knew. I knew how to kind of manage an actor, but I definitely didn't know all the like technicalities of like framing, lights, sound, like all this stuff. But yeah, I guess you could say in a way I'm sort of self-taught, but I've also read over the past few years. Like I started to read more like about directing and everything. So
Awesome. That's really cool.
Who, I guess, let's start with acting, and then we'll get to directors as well. What actor do you admire the most that you would like to kind of emulate a career for yourself with?
Denzel Washington.
I was
Denzel.
about to say, he said this
it's
earlier.
It's the easy answer. It really is the easy answer. yeah, I know. It is the easy answer, but I'm just.
So even current Denzel still gets you going?
Yeah, I mean, because I watch all of his old films. Like, I mean, I guess you could say like his. Even the stuff he comes out with now, like it's all good, and it's like yeah, I really do watch, and like I do try to emulate him a bit, and it's like, and also like
good one to
yeah,
emulate.
I'm not sitting here saying I'm trying to be like a copycat either. It's like I definitely have, I guess you could say I really do have my own style, but I pull a lot from him, just because he's the one who inspired me to do it, and then it's just it's just.
So what about
One of the
director?
movies of the week in class this
saw
week
that.
is Mo Better Blues.
And I haven't seen that, and I'm probably gonna watch that when I get home today.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yeah.
But Spike
Haven't seen
Lee,
it
I mean,
all.
I love Spike Lee. I love everything he does. I'm a fan.
Everything he does?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wait,
See the
Wait.
shade. What's the problem, Michael? What is it?
As far as shade goes, you've been very shady this episode. Yeah. Wear that
You know
crown.
what? Fine, I will.
what has Spike Lee made that didn't impress you?
Chirac?
I like Chirac though.
Did you?
I did.
I do not.
I thought it was because. Sorry, they were talking about not having sex. That was Chirac, right?
Yeah, well, it has
Is that
this issue.
the part that rubbed you wrong?
Well, so I told you guys I don't like operas.
Right.
So that also applies to anything that's like constantly in rhyme. And them speaking that way just really takes me out of being able
okay.
to
I understand.
that and
I loved that though about it. I thought it was
in that movie Tyler Perry made called Four Colored Girls.
Oh.
And it wasn't. It took me a while to figure out why I didn't like it, but when I realized it, it made sense. I didn't like it because they weren't having conversations. They were just having monologues with
Yeah,
other
but it
people
was
in the room.
based on a play.
Right. That's
Yeah.
a
And
it's
play.
I just didn't like
that-
it.
For
Yeah.
Color Girls is a play.
I need to have a
suppose that he
conversation.
would've-
If you just
Yeah,
going
it
to
can be
open up a
difficult to
monologue
kinda like
and
that.
I'm just going to sit here and react to you the whole time for 15 minutes.
Yeah, that transition, like it. I feel like when plays turn into movies, it's either a hit or a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't always translate.
It is hard. It doesn't always translate. That's true.
And some of Spike's earlier stuff felt like just televised plays.
Like what?
Martin was in one of them. It was on the list too recently, maybe a few months ago. Do the Right Thing, maybe?
Do the right
Martin was in
thing.
Is that the
Right
one with
Thing?
the pizza shop?
Yes.
All right, so I was watching it, right? And it felt it felt like a play just videotaped. To the point where before the scene will open up, and there was this particular scene where they were like a bunch of guys in front of a porch stoop. And I could almost feel the second before the camera got to them, I could feel them say action and then them just start like acting. Like it didn't feel like this was happening before the camera got to them. It just felt like, now go. And then it did not feel, I don't know how, if I'm like,
No, I
Okay.
haven't seen the
So-
scene. I haven't seen the scene you're talking
And it was
about in a
many
long
scenes
time,
like
so
that.
it's hard to.
Let me ask you,
it felt very play-like.
What Spike Lee movie do you like?
I like Malcolm X. I like the one with the bank robbery. What was it?
Oh, Inside
Inside
Man. Clive
a few
Owen
other
is a
ones.
beast, though. It's really good.
I don't remember all of his titles, but
I feel like a lot of people didn't see Miracle at St. Anna, but I loved Miracle.
What was that about?
I love
That was
movie.
the war
film, right?
Yeah, the
Oh
war
my
film.
gosh.
I fucking loved that movie.
That was
That
hyped
movie
up.
is great.
When I saw it, I need to go back and watch
Not
some
enough
of these
people talk
things.
about that movie.
No, they don't. Like I guess people didn't like it, but I loved it.
I got to go back and watch some.
He just
of it
did another
because
war one, The Five
The
Bloods.
Five Bloods.
Yeah.
I did see that, and I enjoyed Jonathan Majors' performance.
R.I.P. Well, Jonathan Majors is a
R.I.P..
whole beast. R.I.P.
She thought.
to-
See, she thought you were gonna say Chadwick.
Yeah, I thought you were about to talk about Bozeman.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're-
No, so
I know.
Jonathan, he got shot, right? And while he's panicking, he actually pouts with his lips. And I was like, whoa, I haven't seen a grown-up pout with their lips ever, almost. Like, that's such a child thing to do. But I imagine if you got shot, you would probably do whatever would soothe you. And I was like, man, that's such a strong choice. And I was like, this
Yeah.
guy's onto it.
He's a good-
Except for his choice in women. Y'all want to talk about what's going on with Jonathan Majors?
Joe,
No.
somebody find another question. Joe, please, please.
yeah, I was just talking about that earlier.
Were you?
Really?
Were you really?
Well, yeah, I was talking about it with my mom. Yeah, I don't.
What'd
I
your
really
mom
don't
say?
Know the
See?
whole, I don't know the whole story. She just. Yeah,
I know, right? What mama say? What mama say?
it was basically just a warning, just to. She just like, yeah, if you ever make it and you get angry with a girl, just don't touch her. I'm like, I would never. But yeah, I actually don't even really know that. All I heard with that was that he had got accused and she had taken the comments back.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
all I heard. I don't know anything else about it.
I know. I mean, you never know. Like, they have such great lawyers. He's attached to so many money projects right now.
Yeah.
Like, you never know if it's true
Yeah,
or not.
you think
if they
Disney's
flipped it
gonna
or
like
didn't.
flip on him now?
I will say, like, after
How much money they got
based
on
off
him?
the
No, they got a
interviews-
lot of money on him.
Based
No.
off the interviews I watched with him, he doesn't seem like that type of guy.
I
bro.
know,
mean,
Joe.
I
And that's so
know,
toxic that you said
And
that.
so- and
You're about to get canceled. You can't say that
Why?
anymore.
Why
Because-
can't he?
I
I would
agree.
say the same
Seem
thing.
like that person?
But just certain other people don't seem like
Well, that's true. That's true.
okay.
I don't know.
What I will say is that you told me this, that he had a troubled.
He did, but you
life.
know what else? He's very disciplined.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of discipline to
do
work
what he
on
does.
the craft the way he did to get to where he is.
I would agree.
His body.
Whew.
You know how many sit-ups you got to do?
I still
That's
ain't
a lot of
seen Creed
discipline.
3, but I want to.
It's a good one.
Oh, I gotta watch
haven't
it.
seen it
He's
either.
good in it too.
I heard he
Sure
stole
he
the
is.
show.
He's so good. He's very good at what he does. I mean, but he went to Yale, so
Whatever.
that's a thing.
You know who
I
else
went to
went to
Playhouse
Yale?
West.
Winston, we know.
Winston.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, he's also one of those ones who are also on my radar. Like I would
Winston
love to do
Duke?
so. No.
Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan.
Yeah, no, he's a problem. He's real good. I mean, not a bad.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But
Hot
like,
take.
yeah.
Daryl Ashley says he's a problem.
No,
In a good way.
In a good way. Like he's a beast. He's very good at what he does.
He's a beast because he's dark skinned.
You motherfucker. Okay.
A racist.
You know who he just reminds me of? I don't know how familiar you guys are with him, but he reminds me a lot of like a modern day Paul Robinson.
Really?
I don't know, I know he's not like a singer and all, but I mean, he's like a big dude, and like he has like a lot of talent.
He
and
does.
it's just like I don't know, it's just something about. I was recently watching a lot of videos of like Paul Robinson and his movies, and it's like
I'm sorry, Joe. Salome doesn't know who you're talking about right now.
I don't. But you didn't have to
It's
call me
okay.
out. But it's okay. But you know what, Joe? I don't know. But I'll go find out later. And that's the quality.
See, that's
that I
exactly.
have.
That's why we're here,
Yeah.
Michael.
What?
You gonna get your ass whooped when listen, but not in front of Joe.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta keep it together for Joe.
We'll wait until episode
Yeah.
20.
Yeah,
when it's
but
just-
20?
he's essentially
Yeah.
one of those actors from like way back, like like talking like probably like the first like black man to ever lead something like
okay.
like in a movie, like probably I believe it's the 20s 30s
20s, I think.
yeah, like
I
very
think I did
Or
read about him.
30s?
Maybe I just don't remember his name.
You-
but I
I'm
did.
sure
he did a
you
lot.
did.
He
Yeah,
was an
he's-
athlete,
he
a
was-
singer, like he was
and an artist.
a Renaissance
like
man.
Yeah.
he was definitely
Maybe.
a jack of all trades.
Yeah. I probably did read about him. I
I'm
just
sure
don't
I'm wrong
have.
remember.
personally.
Yeah, but if you look him up and look up some pictures of him, like he
Yeah.
he just reminds me a lot
Oh.
of Jonathan Major. What'd you say?
I can see what you're saying.
So, next question.
Joe, you ready to get into the game? Rapid fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our
Rapid
first
fire.
time doing
Yes.
rapid fire with a guest.
First time. Joe,
Yeah,
how you
we're
feel?
evolving the
Honored.
show. So the way rapid fire works is we ask you a question. You take as much time as you want to answer it.
Joe,
it
no,
rapid
that
fire?
does not
No,
work.
like
No,
instant
no,
that's
it doesn't.
not
That's
how it
no.
goes. Rapid fire is we ask you the question, you give the answer like the,
The
first thing that
question
pops in your
yeah,
head.
the first thing that
Yeah,
comes to your
like
head.
it has to be quick.
No, I might
Yeah.
get canceled.
Be you, fly.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
That was not one of the questions.
You asked him if he was ready. Like, was that a trick question? Joe, me and Dara, we're here for you.
I appreciate that.
Right.
When did you feel? I'm sorry. It's not rapid. Ask the questions
Oh my God.
because I fumbled it like twice.
It's supposed
hey,
to be.
why are you looking at your phone during the show? You got somewhere to be?
Vibrated. Yes, I usually have things to see and people to do.
When did you first feel like an adult?
When I turned 21.
21.
Well, yeah, not just the fact that it was me, 21, I could drink now. I'm just answering as fast as I can. But yeah, around when I was 21, that's when I kind of realized I'm like, okay, it's like I'm buying into this life as an actor. Like no one else is gonna really save me. So it's like, I mean, I guess you could say probably 20, because I kind of realized, like, okay, that's when I dropped out of college, and I'm like, okay, now I'm out of college, living at home. So it's like, so now what am I going to do? Like, am I going to just become lazy and let myself fall by the wayside? Or am I just going to, pull myself up by my bootstraps and just like get to work? Because no one's going to make it happen for you. So that's when I kind of realized, I'm like, okay, I got to like.
And you said
Do
that
what
was
I can.
20 or 21?
When I was 20. Yeah.
How old
when I
are
was
you
20.
now?
I'm 22.
Okay.
So those. Okay,
Just
Joe.
very
That was last
recently.
week.
So
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
killing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, you're doing a really good job though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you're ahead of the game. I think I was like 33.
Child, I was. Let's not get into that. This is about Joe. Keep going.
If you were a cookie, what kind of cookie would you be?
Chocolate chip.
I knew it. Ooh, that's very sexy, Joe. Chocolate chip.
That's my favorite cookie.
Michael, if you were a cookie, what kind of cookie would you
Oatmeal
be?
raisin.
Ew, that's like the most disgusting one.
What? That's crazy. You don't like oatmeal raisin? My grandmother
I like
used to give
oatmeal
me those
raisin.
kids. They're soft. That's a cookie you can
Chocolate
grow
chip
old
cookies are
with.
soft too.
Not all the times. Sometimes they're
If you
hard.
cook
Same
them
thing for
correctly-
raisin, though.
Huh?
You can say the same thing for raisins. though.
Right. Like
What do you
they're
mean?
not
You can
always
say the same thing for
soft.
any cookie.
Oatmeal
Right.
raisin is always soft.
Nah.
I've had a couple of hard oatmeal raisin cookies.
Joe, what is your most prized possession?
Oh my god. I don't like material, like something like physical. I'm not really
Whatever you think, whatever you want.
I mean, I hate
Feel
to keep
free
talking
to-
about acting. I'll probably just say it's my career. Like,
career.
I mean, it's
That's great.
I'm not a very materialistic person. Yeah, I mean,
You take a lot of selfies on Instagram without a shirt on.
Does he?
Wouldn't you
Does
say?
he?
Hold on.
You guys don't follow Joe?
Hold on.
I think I do.
Are we not friends on Instagram? Because I miss.
Child, I can't, because I'll feel like a pedophile. I can't do it.
Oh, that's right.
Pass
He
me that
is 20.
Bacardi,
He is
would you?
a baby.
22. Let me do this
ain't
math
even
real
going-
quick. Hold on. Joe, hold on.
I'm a whole, how old? Let me do the math.
Let me do this
do that.
math
Whole
real quick.
16 years. I could be your mama, for real.
my mom's much older.
If I had,
Exactly. Exactly.
but I'm saying, if I had a baby at 16, you could be my son.
Would I have a baby at 12? I'm trying to. Right. So, Joe,
You
I
can,
said my
I cannot.
I get it.
My ass needs to stay off your Instagram.
when I was in 8th grade, there was a girl who had a baby.
When you were
Yeah,
what?
me too.
8th grade.
Yep, me too.
How old are you in 8th grade?
13.
13.
I think.
And mind you, I got left back in 3rd grade.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't get left back. But
I didn't know how
in
to do
8th
cursive
grade, I
writing.
definitely had a friend that was
That's
pregnant.
horrible.
It is,
Yeah,
because they don't
it's
even
really
do
sad.
cursive
They
writing
don't.
anymore.
No, they
And
don't.
that's, yeah, they don't even do that no more.
No.
Did they have.
We barely teach writing correctly now in the public school. Let me stop.
Who needs to write? Everything's on a tablet.
I know, that's fucked up. Because these children need fine motor skills. They need to build them. And they can't because everything is on the tablet.
Sorry. Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of Instagram, what's the first part of your body that you wash when you shower? Go ahead, Joe. Help me.
Oh well, you know, you always gotta clean down there. You make sure.
Is that the first part?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I go in like, you know, like, I mean,
Can you pass me
I mean, probably honestly, it might be under my arms if we're being real, just because like,
pits.
Nah, be real.
Yeah.
yeah, because that's
Yeah.
Go straight to the junk. It's
that's
like
where this.
No, he said
his
under
prized
arm.
possession.
I
clean that
guess it
first.
depends on the day, whatever
Okay.
happened.
Well, moving on. Next rapid fire.
Well, I'll say it's my left arm for some reason.
Yeah, just,
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because I'm right-handed.
This is not your rapid
I
fire
know.
time.
Like,
Okay, so what's an animal you would own but also eat?
do you have any pets?
Yeah, I do. I have a dog, cat, and a fish.
So which
I mean,
one
I guess
would
you could
you
say.
Ish.
You eat that fish.
Well, yeah,
wouldn't you?
fish, but they're not like a fish you can really fry like that or anything. Like there's like small little tiny.
But
fish.
there's an apocalypse going on outside your door. That fish is gone first, isn't it? You ran out of food 2 days ago.
Yeah, probably.
No, I'll probably eat the dog first.
You are not eating a dog. That dog can actually help you.
Oh, yeah? So
Mm-hmm.
the cat.
Cat's gonna comfort you and judge you.
So the fish?
I'm trying to
The
set
fish
up my
ain't
dog.
doing nothing but just.
But how big is the
I said, I'm
fish,
trying to set up
Joe?
my dog like Halle Berry had
They're-
hers
they're
and John
really
Wick.
Yeah.
That's how I'm trying to set up my dog. If an apocalypse comes.
The dog is gonna be useful.
Yeah, and I have a Doberman too. And
That
They're
is one of
Oh,
those.
really
nice.
protective. Too,
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think I could.
I've never seen that dog in real life until I seen it at your house. I've only seen it in music videos. Wasn't that the dog Snoop Dogg turned into?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Looked just like Snoop Dogg.
I know, Snoop. Well, he knew.
Yeah,
He knew he resembled the dog.
that's crazy. Oh, Dara, you want to ask some of these questions?
Having trouble reading after a couple
Right.
sips.
After a little few,
It's starting to
okay,
get-
thank you, Joe. What's one place you would not want to visit?
One place I would not want to visit. Oh man, probably somewhere like. Hopefully, there's no one listening, but probably somewhere like Detroit or something.
Detroit.
Or like one of those. Just like I mean, there's just, yeah. It's just I mean, yeah. Detroit just seems like one of those cities like no one wants to go. no one wants to go to.
Well, all right.
It used to be a
I've
major.
never been there, so I don't know.
I think your character would have worked there, like in the steel mills and such.
Oh,
Maybe.
like a factory town, yeah.
Well, yeah, because they used to be like a very big like
Big
motor
time,
motor
yeah.
city.
Yeah.
But yeah, they like recently they've kind of been on a downfall. So
Well, nope. What's a show or movie that you wish you could see again for the first time?
Oh, a show or movie I wish I could see again. I guess show I'd probably say. I can't give two, right? I have to give one.
One show and one movie.
Why he's the guest? Why he can't give two? Go ahead.
Salome,
Sorry.
this is rapid
All
fire.
right. Well,
that's right.
I'll say Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But if I could give two, I would
Still
say The
haven't
Wire.
watched that.
I like how you did that, Joe. Yeah.
Right.
Like, those are-
That was smooth.
Yeah, those are like
Including season 2.
of The Wire. Mm-hmm. All of The Wire. I love the whole. I mean, I know how some people feel about season 2. Season 2 was on the docs,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely wasn't as interesting as the rest, but like in terms of like acting and like storytelling, it was still a good season.
There were some heavy hitters in that show.
It was.
Yeah.
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 Still around to this day. What about
movie?
movie?
Movie I wish I could see again for the first time. Probably Scarface.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Scarface.
He has a poster of Scarface in his basement like a rapper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I love
Joe.
that.
Oh,
Word.
Based on your life experiences, what would you say your best advice would be?
Take your time with this one.
My best advice.
This was not a question that was supposed to be on rapid fire.
It's not, but it's okay.
Oh, man, it's kind of hard because I just feel like I'm still taking advice from everybody. Maybe. I mean, probably like what I said earlier. Like no one's really out to save you. People just, and especially in today's age, people are just so concerned about like me, and it's I mean, I don't necessarily see something wrong with that. I do feel like people should be compassionate and all that stuff, but I mean, if you want, like with whatever field you're in, even if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, actor, it's like nobody's gonna save you. You know, it's like whatever you want to do. It's like you can't blame stuff on other people. You know, it's like you just gotta kind of
Do the work.
yeah. And it's like life is gonna life you sometimes, and like stuff are.
I love that.
Stuff is gonna be.
Life is gonna life you sometimes. That's a t-shirt.
Yeah, I mean it's true.
Yep.
It's
We
true.
got number
It's
3.
like, and then those things happen. It's all about your reaction to it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of and that goes to show you like where, like if you really do love something, you know, like if you go to class and like you get critiqued and you get one bad day and you want to quit after a week, do you really think you loved it?
Right.
And it's like no. So it's like you got to kind of take it to the chin and keep pushing. So that's what I would say. Just
That's also for some of the people who quit during the spoons.
right.
what's up, name dropping.
I know.
Without
we
name
were
dropping.
just talking about how hard these damn spoons
Yeah.
are.
But if you loved it, you would,
Yeah.
struggle
I
for
don't
it.
love it, but
Look at me talking all this smack. I haven't even started.
Right.
I might quit.
I can't wait until you get to them. I can't wait.
because you start this
Because
week,
it's
right?
a
Next month, I think.
struggle. Struggle bus is what I'm on.
they're difficult.
I plan on. I told this to someone else. I plan on sucking at it.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
gotta-
point, to get better.
and that's a great attitude to have.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like it's like if you're not failing, you're not doing something right.
True.
If you're not failing, you're not learning.
And it's like it's obviously a cliche.
Yeah.
Put
and
that
all
on a
stuff,
shirt.
But
No, we're
got
not
number
putting
4.
shit.
Life
you
is
said.
gonna life you, right? That's what he
Yes,
said.
life is
right?
gonna life you. That's
you.
gonna be the shirt.
I love that shirt. Yeah.
You
That's
think
gonna be
because
the
you
shirt.
said one valuable thing in the last couple months that we've been doing this podcast, we'll go put it on a shirt, please.
No, sir.
Hey, what's your availability? You want to be a 4th co-host on the show? Because I think it's
He
the
feels a
balance.
little outnumbered.
Yeah.
man, I mean, well, I guess it depends on what
Hey,
the rate would be.
Yeah, right.
Look, I love it. Okay,
All the rum you can drink.
Speak to my people is what he just told us. Speak to my
Have your people
agents.
call my people.
Yes.
Any more questions?
No, that's
but
it.
Yeah, Joe, we're really happy
So
that
happy.
you're here. That you've
happy to
you've
be
decided to
here.
come
I'm having a
have
great
dinner with
time.
us. Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, me
yeah.
too.
So
I'm
how-
excited for Joe's future.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
me too,
Like
yeah.
he's such you're a great human.
Thank
You know
you.
what I mean? I didn't know that.
Try.
This
No,
is an example.
But I know at such a young age.
Let me tell you
too.
something,
Like
yes.
22, I was an
At-
idiot at
Yo,
22. You know what I mean?
weren't you?
Like,
Listen,
What was I doing at 22?
you know what? You bastard.
let me tell you. I think the same thing about Joe. I
Yeah.
think I wish I had my shit together at that age.
right, Joe?
But also, I really sincerely think he has a great chance to make it.
Oh, 1,000%.
As long as he
Yeah.
doesn't get anybody pregnant, he's gonna get there.
Even if you do.
Them kids will slow you down.
They don't have
I'm 12
to.
years older than this man. Let me chill out.
How old?
I'm 12
12.
years older than
I
him.
could be his
What
mama,
was it,
so I ain't
really,
even
like
thinking
36?
that way.
Me? No.
34.
She's 33.
33.
No.
I see you can't count neither.
I had a birthday, friend. Wait. Hold on. How
She
old
done
am
forgot
I?
how old she is.
Salome.
How old? Let's talk about this offline. We gotta do the math.
Okay, right. We'll talk
I'm at
about
that
this.
age where I don't know how old I am.
That happens
I
after
promise.
30, Joe.
Yeah, so that's what you have to look for.
He has plenty of time to
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
So
I really-
by
I
then, we'll be
appreciate
seeing him on billboards
I know,
and
like,
and
ooh.
on the big screen. Be
Yeah.
like, I knew him once upon a time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Nah,
So-
thank you guys. I mean, and also I'm still trying to figure things out, as I go too. I'm no perfect person, and it's
Ah, he's so modest.
I know.
And
I
it's-
love it.
and then sometimes I think I'm like,
I wish he was my son.
it can be hard because sometimes I'm just like, I'm really out here just trying to be an actor, and it's like
You're not trying though. You're doing
it's
it.
like-
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
working on films constantly. You're in
Yeah.
play. Like you're doing it. You're doing
yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, that's all you really can do.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I really appreciate that, guys. It makes me feel
Yes.
like I'm doing something right.
You are. You are, Joe. You are.
So, one more thing in the segment of things that we do around here. You have to
Take your
leave
shirt
our
off.
listeners.
No, you don't. Keep your clothes on. We are not that type of.
Wait, well, hold on now. Hold on.
Oh Lord. I gotta close my eyes then.
No. Go ahead, finish.
What inspirational words would you like to leave for our listeners?
Oh man, inspirational words. Oh man, that's tough. Now I feel like a spotlight on me. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like cliche, obviously, like in any way, but it's like if you feel the need to do something, like just do it. I mean, yeah, Nike, but it's like
Do
it's
it, yeah.
because like I do see. And over my time, I spent acting and everything, and I've had this struggle with myself, like deciding between like the practical life of doing something, finding a job, going to college, all that, or like really doing what I want to do. And I don't see anything wrong with doing what you need to do, like to make money.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like I hear other actors who've kind of put it by the wayside, and I could tell how much they actually really. There's some that go on to do other things, and you could tell they never really loved it from the beginning. But there's some you could tell like they really enjoy acting, but life just gets them so weighed down that they kind of just end up going and doing their own thing. And I know I'm only 22, so I haven't really experienced all of life's like things that it throws at you, but. I will say, like, it's probably one of the saddest things to see someone who I could tell like really enjoys it, but then they just let the world just gets to them, and it's like you gotta do what you gotta do. And I mean, if it wasn't meant to be, then it wasn't meant to be. But if you're, just don't give up on whatever it is you want to do, because it's just like whatever it is, being a doctor, lawyer, all that, because all that stuff's hard too. Like, you can try to be a lawyer and you can go and fail the bar.
Yeah.
So it's like, and just not to let obstacles like weigh you down, because a lot of the battle is the stuff that we just tell ourselves in our head.
Yeah.
And it's like I've always had the mindset of like, if you really want to do something and you're doing the practical steps every day, waking up and doing it, then like I don't know what religion everyone follows, but the Bible says hard work doesn't go in vain. So whatever it is you want to do, it's like as long as you're putting in the work, like
Oh, wow.
I feel like God's gonna reward you in some way or another. So
Yes.
Inspired. Thank you.
I
Joe.
know.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for that inspiration.
Wow.
of course. So I mean, yeah. So yeah, take with that what you will. So
I know your parents are so proud of you. They have to be. Oh my God.
yeah, I hope so.
I'm sure.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Wow, that was
thank
quick.
you
Did
so
you have
much.
fun, Joe?
Yeah, I had
You
a
have a
great
good time.
Did you
Okay,
enjoy the
good,
food?
Good.
I did. I didn't finish it.
I mean, neither.
What would
did
you
I.
rate this street food on a scale of 1 to 5?
You're trying to get her to hate me, aren't you? You're trying to get her.
Joe, you don't have to answer.
You don't
have
have
answer.
to.
We should probably do that since we have like guests coming on trying different food and such. I rated a 4.
Out
You
of
know
10,
our listeners
one
are
to
4 out of 5.
Oh.
Are from okay. That's fine. That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it needs doubles. I think it's like, all right, you're
Hit
trying to
the
fill me
button.
up on sides. I
Hit
could
the
just
button, please.
make a taco out of this.
Here we go. Hit the button.
All right. Thank you again,
Thank you
folks,
guys
for
for
checking
listening.
us
Yes,
out.
thank you so much, and thank you, Joe.
Love you.
For
Thank you,
coming.
Joe.
Joe
This was
Henderson,
wonderful.
everyone.
Yes.
Look out for him. He is
Up and coming.
currently-
Yeah, remember
Yes.
the name Joe Henderson. Henderson.
Is it Joseph Henderson?
Joseph Isaiah Henderson.
Oh wow! Oh, so your mom was.
Isaiah is my brother's name.
Oh, your mom was really into the Bible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my grandmother, she grew up in the church, and she basically spread it on to my mom. And yeah, I mean, I'm
Is
not
it
gonna sit here.
ISAIAH?
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the perfect Christian. You know, like we all have our flaws. And it's like
You out there
I got
sinning?
things I gotta.
Who ain't? All right.
But
I don't sin.
That's what makes you a Christian. You a sinner.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to church. 'Cause
Right.
Sin is
Same.
there.
Child.
Hanging out with them folk.
But yeah, I did. Yeah, my mom was definitely really into church. Still is.
Yeah.
So
Lovely.
Lovely woman. I met her
Lovely.
Yeah, you did when?
Aw.
at your house.
oh yeah, you did. I forgot. Yeah, you guys did.
Yes, she was there. She lives there, actually.
Is she tall too?
No.
No,
No,
she's like
okay.
5'7".
Oh, but that's taller than the average height for a woman.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I wish I was 5'7".
You're not 5'7"?
No.
Get out of my house. I don't socialize with short women.
Fuck you.
Pressing. Well, anyway.
Very much.
Oh, you look short too.
My mama listens to this podcast, so I can't say everything that comes to my mind.
We already discussed this on the Valentine's Day episode.
My mama doesn't. And so. Fuck you very much.
Gosh. All right, guys.
And Joe, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being
Joe.
here.
Yes,
thank you.
You'll have to come visit us again.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
enjoyed this.
I'd
Yes,
love
very
to.
much.
How long was that? Like an hour or something?
Yeah,
Like,
just an hour.
Well,
Yeah,
117.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Dara
that
won't
people
stop
want
talking.
to stay.
You love that people loves to stay? Like, that is a good point to
Yes,
make.
that's great. I love that people want to stay longer. First, we were okay.
No, I agree, but somebody was like, we need to shorten these episodes. We had an episode that went 3.5 hours.
See, I listen to the podcast like because I work. I'm a truck driver, so it's like I listen to these. Like I'll throw on like a 5-hour podcast sometimes and just listen to the whole thing like while I'm driving.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I knew it.
Yeah, I know a lot.
We were
Of, it's
listening
like a
to
lot of
the
people are
wrong
into. Not trying to tell you guys how to do your thing, but it's like so I know like a lot of like the podcasts I listen to, like they'll put them out in like sometimes, rarely it's like 5 hours, but they'll break it up into like 10, 13-minute clips sometimes. Kind of release it in that way. So
It takes forever. We're going to start dropping these.
I'll be your editor for a rate.
We're dropping, like, since you're
All right, look.
Have your people call my people.
Right.
since you're episode 11, we're changing things. So we're going to be dropping the episodes out in their entirety.
Yes.
instead of
Starting
splitting
with
them
you.
up. Yep.
There's a lot of firsts going
A lot of firsts.
I know.
Joe Henderson, everyone. Thank you for
Yes.
coming.
Of course, thank you for having me.
And we look forward to seeing what you're a part of, all the different types of movies and plays. And who knows? I know this guy's going to make it.
I just, yeah,
I do
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Appreciate
I want you guys to be aware that we're, like our podcast, we do this Black people thing where you want to go, but you don't go. You just have like one more thing to say.
I
We
know.
do that a lot. We do that a lot.
We do
I
that.
don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, I got all the
But
time in the
it's
world.
it's helpful when the guest doesn't even want to go.
I know.
You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
that's
glad that you're
awesome.
comfortable. Yeah.
That's so funny that you pointed
Makes
out.
us-
We take 30 minutes to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I know it's
Yeah.
true. We do.
Just keep.
I'm sorry.
We got a plate.
everyone.
We walk into the door. All right.
I know, right?
Oh, man. This is blackity black. All right, guys. We leaving for good now.